Can I just show you a slide if it's possible? Can I
Yeah,
show
yeah,
you
please
here?
go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No
I
problem.
would like to. Yeah, so here we go. So you remember speaking about how did we get in this state? And you
Mm-hmm.
think of all these countries that uh, they met in Germany. Of course, Africans were not invited in 1884. And we just spoke about chocolate. So over 70% of the world's chocolate, and notice it's coming from that same geographical zone, 30 degrees north and south of the equator. So two countries in Africa is where most of the world's raw material for chocolate comes from. That's in Ghana, the Ivory Coast. Of course, I always thought, chocolate is M&M and Snickers, right? From the United States, and had no idea. And that is the deliberate miseducation. So again, you think of, 1 billion people got up this morning, they're drinking coffee, and you can see coffee is in that geographical zone where it's grown all around the world. Doesn't matter if it's in Ethiopia, if you're in, Brazil. So you can see the movement of persons from the continent of Africa. And again, but look at an interesting slide. It shows you it does not matter where the gold or the chocolate or the coffee originates from or grows, is who's controlling it. So you can see countries by consumption. You have Finland, Norway, Iceland, Denmark, Netherlands in the colder climate. And of course, coffee fuels the world economy. People wake up and have a cup of coffee all hours of the day and night. Same thing with diamond. You can say, well, we hear of diamond, but where does most of the diamonds in the world come from? And you can see most comes from the continent of Africa again. But we grow up in the West thinking diamond is in Belgium, diamonds in New York, diamonds are a girl's best friend. Uh, and I want to go back, as I mentioned, coffee here. This is an interesting one because the first Starbucks was opened up in Seattle here in the United States, but there's no coffee that is grown there. They grow coffee in Colombia, coffee is grown in Jamaica, all of these tropical, this type of geography around the globe. So we can see it, resources, whether it be diamond, and you think of teak. So all these expensive yachts, the teak furnitures, the teak on the boat, because you can wet teak 24 hours a day, all the deck on these, and it's teak, right? But look where the teak is. Again, Africa is the largest landmass within that geographical zone. So that makes the point clear in terms of when you think of resources and why we are in the state we are in. And that message we have to get out, because then the politicians are allowed to continue the wheeling and dealing because the electorate is not fully aware. And so a lot of times our people are bought off because the politicians make them feel that they're doing them a favor by giving them a job and giving them a contract. So you'll find the same thing in Nigeria, the same thing in the Bahamas, the same thing in Jamaica, right? And so,
And
yeah,
because all of them look a little bit the same, of course, for those people who are not ready to think now, who are not ready to use their head, they might easily make the conclusion that okay, maybe it have to do with the skin color. The skin color is caused and all those stupid things that they do say. But it is not. What happened? It just happened that when you are playing a game, there are some circumstances, some situations that sort of work in your favor. Now, talking of favor, I'm talking, of course, the model that have been created by the European. It is their
yeah,
model. It seems to be working for them, but it is a dangerous model. Why it is dangerous is that what Europe is doing to other people are going to do it to them, then it will be done to other people and other people again. When is it going to end? Why can't we just create a model where every human being is treated with respect? Why can't we talk? Why can't, for example, Italy needs something from France? He doesn't go there to kiss some people before he can get it. In this way, the people in Italy will not be afraid that when France realizes, they are going to do the same back to Italy. Because now we are over 8 billion people in the world, more or less, as it were. If we properly put ourselves in order, we have food to eat, all of us. There is no reason why people should be going hungry.
There is no reason. But again,
But
you would have to admit what you're saying is 100% correct, but you would have to admit that, you know, our whole lives, what we were taught, have been a lie. And a lot of people are not interested in dealing with the truth, you know, going through that painful, but yet it's better for us all. You know, it's like you're taking medicine, might not taste good, but the healing takes place. And so for Europe to admit that they've been stealing for hundreds and hundreds of years, and, you know, we can't just say, you know, we're sorry. You know, what about all of the trillions of dollars in British banks, while most of that money came off the continent of Africa or other parts of the globe? What do we do to make it right? Even in the United States, you can hear all of the terms, you know, conservative rights, and I'm a conservative. These are various dog whistles, because what it means is you're conserving the status quo. And so, because I deal with so many people and understand the language they use, but of course they would find certain talking points, you know, one who believes in abortion, or one who believes in, you know, states' rights, or one who believes in, you know, various things like that, Christian principles and family values.
family
Interesting.
value, after we
Yeah.
massacre other families.
Yeah.
This is what I was saying before, that European, the Westerners, they only understand one type of justice. That is the one that put them at an advantage. If it is not that, it is not justice. How can you be talking of family value when, for example, people that have been working for the Catholic Church have to participate in genocide in different
Yeah.
parts of the world? In Canada, even there in the United States, in Africa, we can't even talk about it. How can we be talking of family value? Where were their brain?
Yeah,
Were
but
they
you
no
said,
were they no human being? Were they not thinking? What were they thinking about?
well, it's back to
So
the same. It's the
yeah,
same
please.
one they talk about. It's when they talk about family values, they're really talking about their family and not you or me. So remember, religion is one of the other tools used to miseducate our people. Many people think that they learn to worship God by the way the Europeans taught us to do it. And in Africa, if you know our history, as you said, existed many, many thousands and thousands of years. I said Africa was the land of the spiritual people. But one of many tools used to say, you must worship and serve in this way. And in that way, you see yourself as being inferior. And so therefore, once you have that mindset, it means people can justify treating you a certain way.